Alright, here we are for round one. Well, this hand's definitely a fine hand to start with. The interesting thing about this draft is the Sulfur Falls versus the Claustrophobia, and there's one point where I picked, I think it was a Geist Flame, we're not mulliganing this, over a Silent Departure. I could definitely just get gibbed by like some travel preparations madness, though we didn't really see any travel preparations, which is a good thing and possibly a bad thing, since somebody might have scooped all of them up. We also didn't see a lot of people drafting white, which means that well, that guy could be rough for us, early on at least with this hand. Which means this guy could have quite the deck. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go and get all of my my lands out to start with. Since we have Desperate Ravens, we just want to get all our colors of mana out. This might make him think that we're a different deck than we actually are. Yeah, Elite Inquisitor is quite the beating against this hand at the moment. He's probably got the Haunting in his hand. There was one in the draft. I don't really see what he'd pass. Or a Bell Ringer, I guess he could have. You know, we could have dropped the other Ashmouth Hound. That was quite the defense against this. I guess he could have like a moment of heroism and kill both of them though. Huh, so he doesn't have like a Geist Flame for sure. Yeah, I don't really see a reason not to just start committing stuff to the board. We know he doesn't have a Geist Flame, but I think it's better to just be a little bit defensive. I don't really want to swing in my Oculist here and lose it to a... there's a Midnight Haunting. I was going to say, and lose it to a Bell Ringer. You know, we have like 0 flyers in this deck, which is unfortunate. Wow, well... I honestly, I mean, I gotta start, I think, swinging somewhere. Yeah, I think I can just start. I'll try and start hitting him, just getting some damage in there. I mean, we do have Devil's Plays and we do have the Rage Thrower, so if he can't currently do anything, we have Stitcher's Apprentice that can trigger Rage Thrower every single turn. We can at least start making Homunculi and losing Homunculi, and hopefully just getting in there. I mean, here I think I want to start milling myself, just to hopefully get some flashback in the graveyard. Though next turn Rage Thrower is coming out for certain. Yeah, sure. I mean... No, we didn't want to draw that. Hopefully we can draw something. Yes, not looking hot at the moment. I think it's best to get this guy out, though it could have been better just to try and mill myself and try and hit a Devil's Play. It's amazing how the Elite Inquisitor is just making life miserable right here. Our opening hand of what? I think I had spell, spell, spell. Or spell, yeah, spell, spell, something like that. We ended up drawing no action, basically. Wow. Well, I think we're just dead. I don't think I have a lot of outs to this. Yeah. We gotta hope that he doesn't have much. Like, if I draw Desperate Ravens, maybe in Brimstone Valley. I think I'm just dead now. Well, we can see if he casts anything else. This is just probably the worst draw this deck could cough up. Well, I was gonna say if he's only gonna attack with that, yeah. We're just gonna go ahead and concede. I don't have Blasphemous Act or anything. Yeah, it's not worth showing him Devil's Play, I don't think. That's kind of ridiculous. And we do have answers for that kind of stuff. I think this is fine, just looking at what we got. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with what we have.